everyone. Good evening and welcome back to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is 𝗟𝗲𝗀𝗏 and I hope everyone can hear and see me very clearly today as well. We are on our part 3 of the crash course for AILET 2024 and with just a few more, I can't even say a few, just few more days left in the hand, we need to be working very hard. I'm sure all of us are going to be making it to the best of the NLUs, but we still have a chance of cracking this very prestigious NLU, and for that we need to be practicing a lot. So, hi, good evening, Shraddha. I hope you can hear and see me clearly. And good evening, Nikhil. Hi, Supriya. And for that, I have this class for you. If you've seen part 1 and 2, very good. If you haven't, I will highly recommend you see those classes as well, where we have practiced many RCs. And in today's class, we're going to be continuing with that. We will be practicing some RC questions today with an idea of the pattern that we get in AILET. So we'll be focusing on some grammar questions, we'll be focusing on some vocab questions. I hope you have revised your basics of grammar. Have you already revised the parts of speech, everyone? You may get questions on identification. Total kitne sessions ho payenge? This is my last session under the crash course revision, Nikhil. Now I'm going to next see you in the marathon that's going to happen on coming Friday, that's 8th. We have a marathon planned on 8th. So make sure you don't miss out on that. Also, we have a detailed analysis of the examination coming right immediately after the examination happens. That's AILET. Make sure you watch that as well. The first impression as well as the detailed answer key that we share with you. Okay? All right. So, yes, of course, everyone. Let me give you a quick reminder. Please, apne parts of speech, basic parts of speech, that is nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, conjunctions, interjections, ठीक है, इनको रिवाइज कर लीजिएगा. ये important है. AILET में give you questions on what part of speech is the highlighted word. ठीक है, तो ये questions आ सकते हैं. आज भी ये question लेके आई हूँ ऐसा मैं. ठीक है, तो ये वाला प्लीज रिवाइज कर लीजिएगा. इस पे क्वेश्चन जरूर आ सकता है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम बेसिक वोकैबुलरी, Shivani, you might get a very good NLU through that score. Yes, very strong chances. Very good, Shivani. ठीक है, तो स्टार्ट करते हैं सेशन के साथ. एवरीवन ready? But before we begin, very quickly, we have a 3-day free trial going on our app. So if you are somebody who wishes to sit for AMCRAC 2025, CLAT and other low entrance exams, we have a 3-day free trial going on for you. You can access everything for free for the next 3 days from the day you register with your phone number. The link is there under my video in the description box. Go there right away, register yourself and access everything for free and see what we have to offer for you. Here's the very first passage, everyone. Nikhil, we're not talking about that. Let's read the first page and send me a run. This passage spans over 2 pages. This is page number 1. ध्यान से पढ़ो. Inference based questions भी हैं, factual भी हैं. आपके पास vocabulary based questions भी हैं. Read the page and send me a run. Shivani, there are very strong chances, but you don't lose hope. Hi, Hitesh. Read the page. Let's move to page number 2. All right, here comes our question number 1. So easy. Probably the easiest question. हितेश आंसर बताइए ऐप में. Answers, everyone. C? Yes, the correct answer is a C. The entire passage focuses on, one, how important labor is. Okay, and what are the reasons why we've not been able to make the labor work to its utmost capacity to make them the most productive one. There are many reasons the author cites why we've not been able to do that. It could be outdated labor laws, it could be the confrontationist attitude, it could be the management, it could be the unions, multiple reasons. But the key to a successful organization is its labor. And by managing it with the technology, because currently we have good technology, by mixing it up with good labor and utilizing it to the fullest, we can improve our quality and productivity. Only words here automatically make the option extreme, and thus these options just cannot be the answer. Only technology can improve quality, productivity. People think of that, but that's not true. Only management behind any type of machine can improve. No, it's actually a combination of good technology, labor, and then a bit of management as well that improves the quality. Indian labor and management are neither quality nor productivity conscious. Of course they are. All of us want to improve the productivity, just that there are various circumstances in which we are unable to do that. So D is incorrect. C is the correct answer unanimously. बिल्कुल. हितेश, अच्छा वाईटी पे ही हो. अच्छा ठीक है. All right. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन करते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. India's straight contradiction of development is. कुछ याद है कि पैसेज में वापस लेके जाऊं? Do you want to go back to the passage? Chalo, give this a try once, because we don't have a negative marking here. Give this a try without going back. You can get it correct even without going back. Yes, even without going back. See, you could do it. ऑथर ने एक पैराडॉक्सिकल सिचुएशन पॉइंट आउट करी थी पैसेज में. एक बात याद रखना मेरी, एवरीवन. सो हियर इज द पैराडॉक्स. Whenever you see this word in a passage, you have to bring all your attention right there. 99% of the times there will be a question associated to this. Either direct, indirect, or this word will impact your main theme. A paradox is an anomaly the author is pointing out that should not have been there. It's an absurd situation and it's very uneasy to everyone. So everyone wants to find a solution to it. Very, very likely this will give you a question. I'm sure you've seen that multiple times in the mocks as well. There are very strong chances you get a question on the paradox. Now, what is the paradox here? The paradox of India's economic development is that we have human resource, that is, लोग हमारे पास इतने ज्यादा हैं, फिर भी या तो हम उनको नेग्लेक्ट करते हैं और नहीं तो उनको हम लायबिलिटी की तरह देखते हैं. अदरवाइज ये जो हमारा ह्यूमन रिसोर्स है, अबंडेंट रिसोर्स है, जो हमारे पास लोग हैं, वी कैन एक्चुअली यूज देम एज असेट्स. So despite the high number, you see China, right? How it turned its human resource into a very productive one. It utilized its people. We have not been able to do that. That's the paradox here. So come back to the question, everyone. They are neglected. They are either considered as a liability or they're just ignored. है ना? So वो उनको neglect करते हैं. They are resourceful. We should take advantage of the people that we have. B is the correct answer. Even if you don't remember what was given in the passage, you could have eliminated other options right here. Capitalist, देखो contradiction दिखाना है आपको. Contradiction दो ही options में यहाँ visible है, and that's option A and B. C and D doesn't show contradiction. Here and then opposite. This is positive but opposite. So we have two opposites here. Only that can showcase a contradiction. Now out of A and B, let's compare. A says people are resourceful but they're not well equipped. The passage doesn't talk about people being equipped. It talks about people just not being considered worthy. So it aligns with the main theme as well. So we know the correct answer is a B here. Absolutely. Let's go. Devisha, did you understand why is they wrong? People are absolutely important in the society, just that we don't give any weightage to them. That's the line. Okay, so B. Let's go to the next question, everybody. Question number 3. Again, you can go back to the passage because it's a fact-based question. Yet, give this a try without going back because we don't have a negative marking right now. It's okay, Devishri, you always have an opportunity to go back. And remember, AILET is going to be full of such questions. Without taking a risk, just go back and reconfirm it for a few seconds. You have 2 hours now. Don't forget that. Contradictory labor laws. चलो एक बार वापस लेके जाती हूँ आपको, ठीक है? Now, do you want to change your answer? Read the line. Part of the reason for this has been outdated labor laws, which has been a deterrent for industrialists and employers, leading them to establish capital-intensive rather than labor-intensive operations. The key here is outdated labor laws. तो ऑप्शन चेंज कर सकते हैं हम. क्या होगा आंसर? Yes, Devishri. So best could be, Devishri, if it is outdated. Outdated. The closest option to outdated could be, you're on the right track, Devishri. Swapnil, Hitesh, Alafia, yes, the closest is a D. Since it is outdated, it is not relevant anymore. वो लेबर लॉ आज से 100 साल पुराने, 100 ज्यादा बोल दिया मैंने, आज से 40 years, 50 years पुराने हैं. It's not relevant today. These are outdated. For example, if I say you're a Brahmin, you shouldn't be consuming XYZ things, or for example, you shouldn't be doing XYZ things because you belong to this caste or this religion. I might say these can be considered as outdated. We need to be according to the situation, right? So these are not relevant in the time that we live in today. All right. They are irrelevant. Yes, D is the correct option. Again, it's just a, I did not take you back deliberately because we could use some brainstorming, but going back will do no harm. If you have a doubt, uh, without an ounce of taking time, just go back and reconfirm the answer because this is a factual question और factual data नहीं याद रह सकता आप लोगों को. Okay, D है. Outdated is irrelevant. अब वो irrelevant इसलिए भी हो सकता है क्योंकि वो strict है या contradictory है या too many है, but reason हमको नहीं पता, ये पता है that it's irrelevant currently. Next question, question number 4. Labor intensive operations can lead to, that's an inference based one. C, Dora, others? नहीं हितेश, एक के बाद एक गलती आपको ये सिखाएगी कि उनको कैसे इंप्रूव करना है और कैसे मार्क्स इंक्रीज करने हैं. आंसर आपको पता है, लिखा हुआ पैसेज में डायरेक्ट, आपको सिर्फ उसको अप्रोच सही तरीके से करना है. Guys, I don't think you've understood the question. Please, only and only Priyanshi with so many D is the correct one. I will make you understand the question. I got it, Priyanshi. Let's understand the question again. The correct answer is a D. Is the author across the passage asking you to focus on labor? Yes. That means if he asks you to make a labor-intensive operation, he will believe the output will be positive. I will explain that again. पूरे पैसेज में ऑथर आपसे कह रहा है कि लेबर पे ध्यान दो, लेबर जरूरी है, तो उसका कुछ पॉजिटिव बिलीफ होगा उसके बारे में. अभी हम किस पे फोकस करते हैं? हम अपनी प्रॉफिट पे फोकस कर रहे हैं, हम अपने ऑपरेशंस पे फोकस कर रहे हैं, हम टेक्नोलॉजी पे फोकस कर रहे हैं. ऑथर कह रहे हैं नहीं, इन सबको भूल के फोकस करो लेबर पे. That means he believes it has some positive output. So if people have labor intensive operations, it will have a positive output. Out of all, there are two positive ones, and that is C and D. A and B are not positive, so these are eliminated. Are you able to understand that, Hannah? So A and B are incorrect. Harmonious labor and management relations. Again, if we have operations that are labor intensive, the output, author directly correlates two things, output and labor. He says instead of technology, focus on labor. What will it help you with? Improving your relation. उससे क्या होगा? Why will the management be concerned if the relationship improves? The management is concerned when the productivity is improved, when the output is improved. That's why linking it to the main theme. The correct answer is a D. It's not written anywhere. It's an inferential question. Even if you went back, it wouldn't have helped you find the correct answer. So link all the inference based questions to the main theme. The correct answer is a D, overall improvement in productivity. Next question, everyone. Which of the following statements on confrontation between labor and management is false? So Swapnil, bigger picture क्या है? Productivity या harmonious relationship? Harmonious relationship will be a subset of productivity. Bigger picture क्या चाहिए? हमको productivity चाहिए. Your approach is correct, but always look at a bigger option. है ना? That's the way you can get it correct. And after this passage is done, एक छोटी स्टोरी सुनाऊंगी आप लोगों को जो मेरा फेवरेट काम है. Dora says D. Others? D. Yeah. Now, Supriya, D. Capital intensive. Basically, confrontation is like labor is fighting with the management. The management is fighting with the labor. They have unions of their own, and then they're fighting with each other. It will lead to Conflicting, the reason could be conflicting attitude. Labor wants something else, management wants something else. If the management establishes capital intensive industries, then also there can be a fight. If we have antiquated labor laws, then also there can be a fight. But in the passage, across the passage, we have no mentioning of how the government is interfering into the relationship between the management and labor. The only mentioning of the government is of making these laws, और government तो बहुत साल पहले बना के laws भूल चुकी है. They've made the laws and they've forgotten about it. That means the government actually is out of the scenario currently. The government is not interfering at all. That means D is false as per the passage. Okay? All right. So D is the correct answer for question number 5th and question number 6th. A vocab based question. Replace the underlined word with an appropriate option. Synonym, antonym क्या मार्क करना है ये आप खुद सोच के बताइए. B? No, it's a D. Yes, it's not B. Basically, confrontationist is like opposing. That means we need a negative word. Bene is a positive prefix. It's a positive root word. Bene means good. Benevolent is being very friendly and generous. It's a positive word. Convivial is also a positive word. Genial is also a positive word. Contentious is a negative one. Contentious is like a contender is a fighter, one who opposes you. That's contentious. Confrontation is also opposing. So the synonym is contentious. Rest of the words are antonyms. These mean friendly. Okay, so D is the correct answer. Yes, absolutely. Controversial, fighting, being aggressive, opposing something. The correct answer is a D here. Now, before I move to the next passage, everyone, first hit the like button. How many people do I have live right now? I have 17. Can we reach a 17 like? And then one little story to you. Because मुझे ना थोड़ा सा कभी-कभी I feel across the revision session, I've seen a little bit of your morale falling down, probably because CLAT did not go the way you wanted it to, or probably you were exhausted with the hard work that you've done for CLAT and the paper was unexpectedly easy, or probably, you're not left with any energy for AILET. Let me tell you a story. See, I've been teaching for CLAT for many, many years, more than a decade, okay? And I've met many students, many kinds, from different backgrounds, from different states. And one thing that I have witnessed across these years, out of the many things, is that, thank you everyone. Okay. One thing that I've witnessed is that मैंने ऐसे बहुत सारे बच्चे देखे हैं, ऐसे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ाए हैं who did not make it to the top 5 NLUs, top 6 NLUs, maybe top 7 as well in their CLAT scores. But they have made it to AILET because of the sheer difference in the exam pattern. And you, my child, are blessed because you have extra time this year. You have all the more chances. If you're struggling with speed, you don't have to do that anymore. If your concepts are clear, if your funda is clear, if you know the right approach कि ये questions आएंगे, इस तरीके के questions आएंगे, nobody can stop you from getting into NLU Delhi. There are many kids who might be demotivated, disheartened by what CLAT did to you. देखो, what is bygone. Just done and dusted, उसको भूल जाओ. आप उसमें अब एक भी चीज नहीं बदल सकते. ऑब्जेक्शन विंडो भी क्लोज हो चुकी है आपकी. अभी आप सिर्फ एक चीज कर सकते हो और वो है हार्ड वर्क फॉर AILET. I know some of your schools are giving you pre-boards and other tests and projects. Keep it on hold for the next 4 days. Everything can be managed, I'm sure. है ना? लेकिन ये 4 दिन आपकी लाइफ बिल्कुल अपसाइड डाउन चेंज कर सकते हैं. Okay? So we need to be sure. See, Dora, the cutoffs are going to be higher this year comparatively to the last year because we have more time. So you need to be ready for a 150 marks ke paper mein. You need to be ready for 100 plus. Okay? So everyone, please be well equipped, and please all your attention should be brought back away from CLAT to AILET only. Second thing, ठीक है, और ये बहुत बहुत सारे बच्चों का मैं आपको I mean I can take names as well because I don't forget names of my students. I can take names as well, but I don't want to do that because of their own privacy. I've seen many kids, many of them making it happen. And और बहुत खराब एनएलयूज निकले थे क्लैट में, येट दे मेड इट टू एआईएलईटी. तो मेहनत करो, अभी भी टाइम है. ग्रामर रिवाइज कर लो, वोकैब रिवाइज कर लो, पैसेजेस कर लो. अच्छा, मुझे ये बताओ, ये जीके कितने मार्क्स की आएगी? देयर इज अनदर क्वेश्चन दैट आई हैव. कितने मार्क्स की जीके आएगी? सॉरी शक्तिमान टू अभिमन्यु सर एंड सालिक सर, आई एम टेकिंग ऑफ योर charm here and your thunder here because now it's my thunder's time. 30 नंबर की जीके आएगी, है ना? इस 30 नंबर की जीके के लिए तुम अभी भी I see you guys going crazy. I want you to be very clear that predominantly the paper is going to be passage based. I had asked you this question in the Telegram group as well. I think what you need to do right now more than anything, see, you worked very hard for GK. A quick revision for that would suffice, but do not take passages lightly. Passages could be CR based, could be RC based, any kind. You can do the GMAT based passages as well. I'll be very happy if you do them. If you still have some marks left in your app, do that right away. But please don't take passages lightly. That's going to be what? 50 plus 70 odd marks. तो इतना मार्क्स अगर सिर्फ पैसेजेस को दे रहे हो, तो इस मार्क्स के लिए जीके के लिए इतना फ्रेट करना नेसेसरी नहीं है. प्लीज टेक पैसेजेस वेरी सिंसियरली, प्रैक्टिस लोड्स ऑफ देम, मे बी लाइक 15 per day apart from the crash course we do. ठीक है, drown yourself in passages, that's very important. अरे 100% इंडियन हो यार प्रियांशी, क्या बात कर रहे हो? तो इसलिए बैक टू इट, 120 मार्क्स के पैसेजेस आएंगे, बहुत ध्यान से करना जरूरी है. प्लीज प्रैक्टिस एटलीस्ट 15 पैसेजेस एवरी सिंगल डे. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स, यू कैन जस्ट रेज इट अंडर अ डाउट पोर्टल. आई विल हेल्प यू विद दैट फॉर श्योर. Ready for the next passage, everyone, after the storytelling session? Here comes our next passage, page number 1. Read that and send me a done. There are 2 pages of this passage. एक बार ये hit the like button as well. Like, I have 22 people watching me live. It can't work like that. It's a give and take, my child. A free session requires likes, share, subscription to the, not subscription, but subscribing to the channel. Do that right away. And now read the page. ऐसा लग रहा है भाई ये सीजर कहाँ से आ गया. Question number 1, everyone. Hearsay is hear and say. कही सुनी बातें. Rumor. ऐसे आम common belief. Yeah. I'll take you back to the first paragraph. Main point of the first paragraph. Here is the first paragraph. Okay. Now, what's your answer? First paragraph, not the entire. Now you've changed your answer. देखो, first paragraph का main emphasis पूछ रहा है, not the entire passage. The first paragraph talks about right to complain. And he says everyone has a right to complain and law comes in middle of that. He says no law should prohibit you from against your right to complain. The first paragraph focuses on right to complain. क्या हो गया? Truth, legal restraint, इतने सारे odd answers. एक बार देखो फिर से देखते हैं. Let me explain the first paragraph to you. I insist that the right to complain is a natural right. Everyone has the right to complain, and law can be only restrained on this right. That means everyone has an inherent right to complain. You can also complain. I can also complain. If I make a law that you cannot complain, that means I'm prohibiting you from exercising your right. And this legal restraint can only extend to what is false, since it is truth alone which can justify any person's complaint. Nothing ought to excuse a person who is deliberately. This paragraph explains that everyone who complains should be truthful in their complaint. So if I complain against religion, if I complain against authority, I need to be very truthful in my complaint, because if I deliberately spread falsehood against a public official, then nothing will be able to excuse me. I am bound to get punishment for that. Falsehood is not acceptable. तो आप क्योंकि एक राइट है आपके पास कंप्लेन करने का, आपको वो राइट बहुत ध्यान से यूटिलाइज करना चाहिए. दैट्स व्हाट द पैराग्राफ इज अबाउट. ठीक है? तो it's not about only truth, it's about right to complain. Truth and legal restraint are subsets of it. Your right to complain should be exercised with utmost truthfulness, and legal restraint is a prohibition to your right to complain. So the bigger picture is right to complain. Okay? Yes, law is a premise here. Correct. Understood, everyone? Okay. अच्छा देखो, you guys are finding the passages tricky. Deliberately, they have been made tricky. You know where I have taken these? The questions are my own, but do you know where these passages have been taken from? I've taken some of these passages from memory-based previous year NLS papers. Before 2007-8, when NLS used to conduct their own individual papers, I took a couple of passages in my crash course from their memory-based papers. And then we added some more questions to it to make it more aligned towards AILET. And that's why probably you're finding them a little difficult, but such papers, such passages can absolutely come in the examination. They have been handpicked. So don't worry about that. I hope you understand the main theme of the first. This entire passage was the tricky one, by the way. Let's come to question number 2. You don't have to go back for it. Just read the options carefully. NLS papers. B. Okay. Others. See, I've explained this before as well. I'm going to do that again. Everyone listen to me carefully before you jump onto any answers. If you have a line highlighted and if you ask the meaning of the line, this line, exact line, will be reiterated with the same meaning but with another set of words. इसी line को दूसरे और किन words में मैं लिख सकती हूँ? How can I reiterate the same line in another set of words? That you need to find out. Closest out of the options. No, my child, all of you are wrong. देखो, want का closest word क्या है? Desire. आप लोगों ने सी क्यों नहीं मार्क किया? Seldom का rarely, never तो हो नहीं सकता, तो A eliminated. Seldom का rarely है, तो B, C, D आंसर हो सकता है. Want is not like, want is not lack, want is desire. It's nothing but replacing this word with something else, this word with something else. C is the correct answer. Exactly. Yes, Alafia, you're right. It's C. Yes, now you guys are getting it. Yes, Tanushka, Diksha, it's a C. Did you now understand why? It seldom wants friends to favor it. That means मुझे नहीं चाहिए कोई friend मुझे favor करे. बहुत कम ऐसा होता है जब मुझे friend से favor चाहिए होता है. I rarely have a desire कि मुझे किसी से support. Favor का synonym support. Simple. Just that this line has a set of synonyms. Okay? So the correct answer is a C. Next question. Question number 3. I'll take you back. Precedents should be used carefully because I'll take you back to where precedents are written, okay? Here, it's highlighted on this page. Practically any word can be construed as scandalous or libelous, and precedents have to be used with utmost care. Here. Scandalous is hangama karte jo cheez. Yeah, correct, Devishri. Answers? Since words can be scandalous or libelous, you better use your words very carefully. That means words can have different meaning in different contexts. So the words have to be used very, very carefully. Not because the lawyers and judges could use them in different ways. And of course, they don't have fixed meanings. I may use one word correctly here, but incorrectly in my family gathering. So, C, they mean differently in different contexts. And that's why in some contexts it could be scandalous and libelous. In others, it could not be. So, C is the correct answer. Very good, everyone. Next question. Fourth. I will not take you back to the line. Part of speech of the word condemn. Easy है. ऐसे questions आ सकते हैं. So it's a gentle reminder to you, maybe a strict reminder to you to revise your parts of speech. Yeah. It is a verb. She condemned the presence of laws. The author is condemning the presence of law. That means he is doing something. Condemning is to do something. To do is a verb. Basically, criticism is condemning. She criticized the law. She condemned the law. That's a verb. It's an action word. C is the correct answer. तो अगर गलत हुआ या नहीं आता था, प्लीज रिवाइज योर पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच. अभी भी टाइम है, एक दिन लगेगा, not even full day. Just you sit and revise your parts of speech, okay? Maybe 2 hours. Question number 5. I'll take you back to the word, okay? In the passage, the term heretic refers to, let's go back and read the word heretic without Googling. It doesn't do us any good. Here, heretic. I just explained, Priyanshi, it's an action word. Okay? Read the line? It is not even 2 centuries ago that a man would have been burnt as heretic for owning such opinions in matter of religion as are publicly written at this day. Okay? So, heretic means what? A person who embraces traditional religious views, someone with unorthodox opinions or beliefs, an advocate for religious conformity, an individual committed to religious dogma. Option elimination is very easy here, guys. Option A, C, and D mean the same thing. B is the only opposite one. A, C, and D means somebody who supports and talks in the same line as religion does. B means someone who opposes. A heretic is one who opposes common belief, usually in religious ways. So B is the correct answer. And the line said, if you were a heretic, then you would have been burned for speaking against the religion. Today, that does not happen. You can easily criticize and condemn any people of any religion. So choose your words very carefully when you have the right to complain. That's what the author is saying, because that leads to hate speech then. B is the correct answer. And with that, we come to an end with our class today. We have a free test series going on, not a free. We have a test series going on our app, but again, it's almost free, comes for a very nominal cost. If you wish to take AILET mocks or other law entrance tests, mocks, please register yourself right away. That's the number of our counselors. Call them and know more about the test series. For 2025 aspirants, we have a new batch coming up right away. Start sooner and make your preparation even stronger. Plus, we have a 3-day free trial going on, so you can see what's available on our app and the classes as well for free, and number of classes and number of mocks and number of videos as well. The link also is there under my video in the description box. Make sure you hit the like button. Don't leave without hitting the like button. If you need anything else from me before AILET happens, make sure you comment under the video. I will ensure that your needs are fulfilled. We have all of these social media handles. Follow us on all of these places. That is going to be all for today, everyone. Why are you sad, Devishri? I saw you making a few silly mistakes here and there. But sometimes we're not in the right frame of mind while we take a test. I, of course, can. I thought this one was tricky. I can make it trickier as well. I don't mind that. Okay? So sometimes we're not in the right frame of mind, but take a break for half an hour and then sit again for some more passages. I'm sure you're going to be regaining all your strength and conscience and self-esteem with that. Okay? I'll be seeing you in the marathon on 8th. Have a very good evening, everyone. God bless you.